website on the American Dream. I believe it was. I can't say 100% for sure, but I'm going to dial it in now. I'm sorry. Just give me a second.
Are you dialed in? Talking to your phone. There, now I can hear you. I couldn't hear you for a second.
Minutes until showtime. You can't hear me?
I can hear you better when you're closer to Blog Talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was saying that, a couple of few years ago, before incredible, musician, superstar.
They're saying they can't, the people that are watching live are saying they can't hear you.
Okay.
So get closer to Blog Talk and then they can hear you.
Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, you're louder now.
Okay. So a few years back when we were...
No, now I lost you again.
Well, I don't know what to do. Let me
Get to your phone. Get close to your phone.
Is my phone...
No. Where are you calling in?
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, you guys, welcome.
What's up, you guys? My name is Rhonda Kay, and we are live already with the Endless Raw Talk Radio. And today we are presenting to you a subject matter on the American Dream. The American Dream per the millennials. Like, what is this really supposed to mean? Well, we're going to tell you about it today. We keep it real. We tell the truth. It is our opinion. We are never, ever here to offend anybody. But we want to also kind of get your feedback on, the change. There's been like this incredible change in the United States so far. And, really in all of the world. And some of that change is a really good thing. And so I want to talk about, what I feel like the American Dream meant to me in my time. And I think it's still my time. But the American Dream to the millennials and the American Dream today as we know it, it's changing. Used to, and this is going to be way before my time, but I'm just going to speak. Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me pretty good now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just going to speak in accordance with, what I've read. Really is what I can tell you. But back in the early, I would say the early 1900s, like the 1920s, 30s, 40s, 50s, obviously we don't know anything about that because I wasn't here. But I can say that my parents were here. My parents were born in the way up into the 70s and 80s when we were born. People saying that, what is the American Dream? And the American Dream was home ownership. It was going to college and get a formal education and meeting, your significant other would become your spouse and you could get married and you would stay married. And the American Dream was just that, buying your own home, getting a proper education, a formal education through college, and maybe, depending on who you were and where you were, technical school would be okay. But mainly it was college or university. Sending your children off to college and they becoming college educated and then the cycle repeating. Okay. But as I saw how the world was really becoming, and my first true experience was when Barack Obama took office in his first and second term. And then in his first term, I remember towards the end of it, the United States was going through this Great Depression where you had so many banks and closing and people foreclosing their homes. And it was homes everywhere foreclosing. Like major banks were closing down. Like I can remember incredible car lots in my area, like big, huge car lots were like,
yeah, it was a crash.
And so it was kind of like, and then, I went to school professionally to become a nurse. When I didn't see that like happening right away, I went to school to become a medical assistant, and then I went back to school and I got my degree in healthcare management in my 30s. And then it wasn't until I was in my 40s that I went back to school, finished a couple of semesters, and I, finished school to become a registered nurse. So, ever since then, I have really practiced in an area where I see fit that describes me as an individual, and that where my passion is, and that is in film, in the television industry. I love being a nurse. I love educating people in nursing. But my passion is to be who I am, which is a film director and producer. Now, and as I was growing up, I would introduce that to my parents. They would be like, "You are not going to be an actress. You are not going to go to school to do hair. You're not doing any of that. You're going to go to school and become something,
a doctor,
in this community, become a nurse, and you're not going to do all those other things. That's not going to make you any money." That kind of situation, and
stability,
like
stability.
Yeah. So when I got in my years of where I felt like, I need to call my own shots. I need to be able to do some of the things it is that I really want to do. So it wasn't until I was in my 30s to where I started appreciating and seeing that, although I love healthcare, and I've been a teacher and a healthcare professional for a long time, but right around the time that Barack Obama was in office, and like I said, the United States was going through a depression, he really was trying to clean up some of the things that had happened in the presidency before him. And then, that president was trying to clean up things that had happened in office before him. So, it was just a cycle. So I never really blame it on any president.
I was just about to say that. You cannot blame it on the president. The people are caught. Yeah.
Right. So the world is the way it is, and there's always going to be somebody else sitting in that seat before you, and you can't say, "Oh, but you did this, and you did this, all this kind of thing." So my thing is that when I saw the disruption in the money that people wanted to make, when I saw the disruption in people's pockets, people's lives, the depression, everything that was taking place, I got to thinking, even as my own person, just being cluttered with, student loans and, having to pay them off years and years after I finished school, and having to even go and pursue my education by getting a loan. And I got to thinking, what the fuck already? Why is it that we were taught the American dream was that? That's not the American dream. The American dream is debt. Buying a home, and then also somebody was telling me the other day, actually it was one of my nursing students, she was telling me, and she's a real timid little girl, and she's so beautiful, she's just so beautiful, but I told her her confidence level needs to come up, and she had every reason in the world to be as strong and confident because she's beautiful. She's a Caucasian little girl, not a little girl, but I would say she's probably like 25, maybe 24, 25, maybe 26, and she was telling me, she said that she met a guy, and he really likes her, she really likes him, but she's really afraid to even think about, getting married. She said, that's why. She said, well, he's a pastor. Well, he's in pastoral school, she said, and she said, he was talking to me about marriage, and he said, what do you think about marriage? And she said, well, I don't, I just kind of want to take things slow. And then she said that he said, well, if I, was, talking about marriage and considering marriage and stuff like that, he said, I would think about maybe getting married. I'd like to do something like in the next 6 months to a year. And so she was like, I'm his girlfriend already. Are you like proposing?